Okay. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what happened there. I mean, it never fails. Like Teacher World. Every Okay. I'm going to mute y'all. Okay, one sec, because it's got people still kind of confused. They're texting me, blowing up this. Let me check real quick. One second. Okay. All right, hopefully won't have any internet problems. Okay, for recording purposes, I'm going to do like super quick of the first slide again, just so everything is all connected. So it's going to be like super fast, okay? So let's get back to here. The purpose of the call tonight is for us to dig a little bit deeper in what we're doing. This is not us going over commission or products or things like that. We know that at this point, and we're going to kind of evaluate ourselves and our business and see if we can do more than what we already are. So if you've been with me, I'm really sorry for the technical problems. And if you are just now getting, I promise I was more detailed in the first one. So we kind of just got to work it through. Okay, it all starts with why. This is what we talked about. Your why should be deep. Why are you pursuing this business? Why are you taking these products? Why are you pushing and selling and motivating and doing these products and sharing this opportunity with people? Why? What is it? It should be very vulnerable at this point. It should be something that rocks your emotions. It should be something that really touches your heart, and it should be something that is meaningful to you. Now, I'm not saying go make up a story and be more emotional if you're not. That's not the case. But everybody has a reason or something that drives you every single day. Maybe it was a home life that you grew up in. Maybe it's what you want your new life to be like with your husband. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's health, your parents, your friends, whatever it may be. Write your why down. Change your why, because your why is going to change the further you go along in this journey. Essentially, my why in the beginning was to lose weight, get healthy, make $300-400. That was it. My why has changed and changed and changed. And now at this point, when I write my why, it becomes something that is emotional for me. It becomes something that I've shared with my husband, and it's been very powerful for us, and it's held me accountable in the business that I'm pursuing in. All right, so we were talking about, before we got disconnected, making a plan and following through. We mentioned getting a notebook, a binder, or a spiral, something tangible that you have. Now, if you're a tech savvy person, by all means, you can type out everything you want to type. In my personal opinion, something about having these notes, having this there, taking it with you, putting it in your purse, dining room table to couch to bed to vacation, it's there with you. It holds you accountable. You're able to take notes, star things, highlight things, plan out, and map. Think about when you're going to make a grocery list or a Christmas shopping list or attacking your Black Friday sales, okay? We ultimately have a plan. Think about going on vacation. You ultimately have a plan. I know it's easier for teachers to maybe think this too, because we lesson plan daily in our life. Our day is structured, and if we don't follow through in that structure, epic fail, chaos is about to happen, okay? So making a plan in your business. Now, I know a lot of you might be going, but I do this business because it's a side business and I can still work my other job and do this on the side. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I fully work another business all the time and I fully work this one. But it's something I make a plan for and I'm prepared for. If I sit down on Sundays at quiet time or whatever your quiet time may be, maybe it's when kids go to work or school, husband goes to work, maybe it's when the whole house is down for the night. Look at your week, okay? This is what I'm talking about when I say make a plan. Who are you going to talk to? Where are you going to talk to them? Facebook, work, school? Are you meeting up with them at Starbucks, at a restaurant? Is it at your Bible study? When are you going to do this? What day are you actually going to do this? And how are you going to do that? Now, I'm 50-50 on this. Half of my time, I'm very spur of the moment. It's my personality. I feel something and I go for it. I get these gut feelings quite often. The other half of my brain functions on how am I going to approach this person? There's somebody that I'm working on, okay, or there's somebody that I know is going to be good for this business. I know these products are going to help. How am I going to grab their attention? Am I going to just casually drop the bomb in the hallway at work? Am I going to casually do it over a friend barbecue function at the house? I'm not going to say it right then. I'm going to be smart in my words. Maybe I'm going to start leading with a conversation about money. Okay, maybe I'm going to say something of, oh my gosh, girl, we're so excited. We're thinking about booking another vacation. And your friend maybe is tight on money and they say, well, only if we had the funds for that. Boom, you see how you're getting in there? Purposely do things for this business. Purposely start up conversations. Purposely start up topics about a conversation, okay? Purposely say things like, hey, I saw that you, said you were looking into gym memberships lately. Make that initiative. Creep people, okay? As a Plexus ambassador, you are 100% a professional creeper. You are. You really are. I'm like the creeper of all creepers. I take my phone or I go on Facebook and I have my list. I should have brought my little notes with me. I have a list of people. Top 40 is what I usually do. When I take one off, I replace it with another, and then I'm constantly adding. So sometimes I've got 50 people on that list, 60 people on that list. I purposely make a plan to type their name into the little Facebook thing because a lot of times I don't see them on my newsfeed anymore because I'm not liking their stuff that often or I've lost them somewhere in my Plexus world. I go to their page, find something, I like it, I make an initiative to say, hey, I really like that dress. Where did you get it? I start conversations. Now, some might say, well, that's trying too hard. You're not being you. No, I'm being me because I really would do that in real life. But I've got to make an effort to talk to these people through the computer because I'm not going to run into them because last time I checked, sister girl's living in Florida. Okay? I've got to do these things. I've got to make initiative. So my who, where, when, and how. What's your game plan? How are you going to attack it? Are you going to do 2 people a day? Or are you going to start with 4 people a week? Okay. For myself, I started weekly. I said, I'm going to do 3 people a week. At this point in my business, I'm sometimes doing 3 a day. And it's something that I'm growing on. And there's sometimes, I have to piece out where we're busy. In my life, I can't do that. So that's where I have to make a plan and think ahead. Saturday, we're shopping all day long. I'm with mom, sister. I'm not going to be on my phone all day. We're shopping at 8 a.m. that morning. I'm going to get up an hour even earlier than I thought. So I'm going to get up at 5. I'm going to get myself together and I'm going to give myself an hour in the morning to work my business before I even go out and about for the day. Maybe it's just prospecting. Maybe it's following up on those people on my list. Maybe it's liking a few things here or there, emailing a few customers. You've got to make the effort to do those things because if you get lost on a weekend vacation, you're done, So prepare for that. If you are going on the weekend vacation, prepare for that beforehand, overload and do before. It's going to set you up for 2 days back that you haven't really had to pour into your business that much. So you've got to do these things. Be persistent. Consistency and being persistent. Somebody tells you no, they don't respond, they don't make the effort, they don't look interested. Keep on them. Keep on them. Candace Kelm and I don't know if she's on this call, I haven't scrolled down far enough. We have a partner teacher that we work with. She is very supportive in our Plexus journey. She's very open, but she wants nothing to do with Plexus at all right now. That's it. I'm not done with her. I'm not done with her. I talked with her about Plexus today again. I'm always telling her the ups about it, what I'm doing, money, product, working her. She's watched me now for 14 months. She may be somebody to watch me for 2 years, but she's going to join this team one day. I know it because she's starting to ask more questions. I have not given up on her that quickly. It's something that I'm persistent in. Now we have to take away too, we're not persistent and annoying. I'm not hovering over somebody. You feel out the conversations, you feel out your relationships with people, and that's key. If you don't have the relationship, form the relationship first, enter Plexus next. Okay, you've got to have that. So when I said schedule time for your business, this is something that takes an effort upon you, an effort. My husband and I knew we were vacationing for a week in Punta Cana. I knew that my Wi-Fi was not going to be very good. I really, really worked my business that month coming up to my vacation. So I knew that I was prepared. I followed in with all my customers. I followed in with my ambassadors. I checked in. I helped. I let them know what I was doing. So all of you on this call, majority of you I can see are either silver ambassadors or up, or you are a senior ambassador, or you have one ambassador under you. Some of you not, don't worry. But if you've got one ambassador under you, you're a leader, okay? So you should be following in with your team often. I'm not saying daily. You don't have to have this open conversation going with them. But if you're going to go on a romantic getaway with your man, tell them you're going to be gone. You can contact my upline, Allie Day, Jill Renfro, be part of the team page. Let them know what's going on. You don't ever want to leave anybody high and dry, and especially your customers too. Hey, just want to let you know I'm headed out on vacation for a week. If something goes wrong, get with somebody, okay? Get an accountability partner. If you don't have one, I'm here to help you. At this point into my business, I've got lots of people to help, and I want to help everybody. And if I'm available, I will. I promise I will. If you're going out of town and you need somebody to troubleshoot with someone, shoot me a message. And if not, I've got some other girls that I know that I can trust at this point in their business, and they're awesome leaders, and they'd love to help also. Be prepared. This is a big one. Everywhere you go, you're walking billboard. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you're walking billboard for this product and for this business. You are an ambassador for a health and wellness company. So do I need to say you need to look healthy at all times? No, it's kind of hard to do, when you are at Spoons. I don't know how to look healthy when I'm there because I'm going to put chocolate on my yogurt. It's going to happen. But I'm saying carry yourself, present yourself. I went to a training today for my job, and I made an effort today to put on a little bit more makeup. I made an effort today to wear clothes that were a little bit more presentable for myself. I made an effort today to say hello to more people. Okay, I was prepared. People have been watching me all summer long, and I knew I was about to go into a place where people were going to say, was she photoshopped? Is she lying? Is she really doing this? Is this something? And I probably had more than 10 people today hug me and say, you look great. Congratulations on this Plexus thing you're doing. And they're not even a part of Plexus. If I walked in looking like a woolly booger, that's what my mom always says, a woolly booger, and I walked in negative Nancy, sat in my chair, not talked to nobody, I wasn't doing a very good advertisement for our company. You see? So you're a walking billboard at all times for this. Business cards. This leads into your business. Now, I'm not going around like making it rain with Jill Renfro business cards over here, like, woo, lottery business cards. But if somebody helps me in my day, okay, I'm at Buckle because I go there quite often. I love their jeans. And the sales rep girl helped me with my jeans for the day. She took time out of her day to help me. And I know that's her job. She's working off commission. I get her. I'm working off commission too. She took time for me. You know what I'm going to say at the end of that conversation? Hey, girl, you were such a great help today. I'm going to leave my business card with you. And, you were so personable with me. Have you ever, considered doing network marketing or making a little bit more money? This is a business I work for. So lead into that. I want to praise one of my ambassadors the other day, Rachel Jones. Her and Haley and I were out and about doing makeup shopping the other day, and we were all plexusing it up. And these two girls just did a wonderful job carrying themselves through the mall, talking to people. They talked to people in Bath and Body Works. They talked to people at the Macy's makeup counter. And Rachel even ended up slipping a business card, a sample of Slim, and we all Facebook friends the girl right then. That is being productive in your business. Now, were we there to prospect that day? No. We were there to girl do it up, get some makeup, have some quality friend time together. But we're on guard, okay, at all times. What are we doing here? People are watching us. Oh, she got a Plexus shirt on. She's carrying a Plexus cup. It's a walking billboard. It's constantly. If you have not looked into business cards yet, do so. I urge you to do so. These have been key for me. When I send a sample pack to somebody, staple that business card in there. If I've got a great waiter, I write on the ticket, thanks so much for your help today. I'd love to talk to you further, business card in there. I'm doing that all the time. In my purse, I make an initiative every time in my purse. I keep 5 business cards. Now I keep a lot in my wallet. I know that, but I have this little section in my purse, and I keep 5 in this little section. And my mom and I bebop around town quite often. We're here, we're there, we're whatever. I'm always on the go. And if I know I'm on the go, I make an initiative. Those 5 cards are going to be out of my purse before I get home. And it may be leaving it on the tanning bed, and I may not even talk to anybody. And now that girl may not do anything with that, and she may throw it away. Or she may pick it up one day and go, what is that? You never know who's going to be put in your path. You don't know that, okay? You're on guard at all times. If you are a teacher, you're in a school district, a business, you're around office people all day long, this should be your prime time. You should be the person who, when the new employee comes in, you go straight to them and say, hi, I'm Jill Renfro. Nice to meet you. Be that person. Be bold. Very bold in that. And form the relationship. Later on, you're going to be able to form the business introduction, okay? Plexus swag right here. If you have not had a shirt yet, get you one, girl. I'm not even going to go to detail in it. If you need a shirt, contact me. I'll hook you up with a girl that I use all the time, okay? It's more than just a post. This is a big one. We all know about posting. You want to be telling a story. Grab your audience's attention. We don't want to do salesy things like, this is it. Buy Plexus from me. Join me, join me, join me, join me. Now, there's times to say join me now, but there's also times that you're salesy and you're robotic, and it pushes people back. So I want you to be more vulnerable. Try that. Okay, this is just Jill advice. If you don't want to take it, you don't have to take it. I want you to try to be more real. Be you. And I want you to try to speak from the heart. If you change nothing, nothing will change. Okay? Personal growth. If you have not started digging deeper by growing you, now's your time. This book right here, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, I've now read it 3 times, and now I'm going through and highlighting and taking more notes. So I've read it 3 fully, and now I'm going in and doing more of a study for my personal growth. That's a big one. Sarah Robbins, John Maxwell. I have one right here on my nightstand, 21 Days of Leadership. Joel Osteen, okay, just a Christian man. Podcast that he runs, XM radio channels. I mean, it's not even necessarily learning about a business, learning to grow you, okay? Devotionals. My favorite devotional is Devotionals for a Healthier You by Katie Farrell. I also love Jesus Calling. GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. That one's a good one. I'm in the process of that. Ultimately, your best resource is the Bible, y'all. Make God in control in everything that you do and give him glory in this business. You get a customer, by all means, if you're not a Christian, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to apologize for my faith, but for me, I say, thank you, Jesus. You've lined that person up, and I know you're lining up more, okay? YouTube is your friend. If you're scared of YouTube, don't be. I'm scared of Twitter. I don't know how to do all that. But don't be scared of YouTube. Get on there. Remember, we're like certified creepers. Find mentors and leaders who inspire you. I absolutely love these people on this list that I put. I follow them, y'all. I'm not their Facebook friend, but I click follow, and so I can see their stuff, and I go to YouTube. Sarah Marble, Diamond Ambassador. Lori Harrison, Diamond Ambassador. Sonia Dudley, Diamond Ambassador. Timmy Yancey, Sapphire Ambassador. Plexus U is ran by Jared and Kristen Abart. They're a double Diamond Ambassador. Sheila Medina, Diamond Ambassador and first in the company. Emily Roberts, Sapphire Ambassador. And then Plexus Worldwide YouTube channel. All the weekly calls, the Diamond documentaries are going to be there, okay? They're going to be there. Get there, watch them. I have binge watched YouTube stuff at night before. Can't sleep, busy, Friday night, husband's already snoring. YouTube. Never stop learning. This should be part of your planner. I will watch this. I'm going to do this so many videos. I'm going to go creep this girl. How does she word this? These should be purposely planned also. Purposely planned to grow. Your back office, if you have not become familiar with that resources tab, click it, click it, click it. You need to get there and read everything that you can, from frequently asked questions to product overviews to ingredients. Get there. If you are not a member of Plexus Power Tools, okay, I'm not sharing my link with you anymore. It's time for you to pay your $10, and it's time for you to be on it. There are resources on here that are so awesome, and I contribute my growth to them. I would not know these things if I was not a member and did not pay $10 for this. These resources you can print and give to potentials, ambassadors, and customers. I met with a couple last night for dinner. We had a great dinner meeting about Plexus. I got to able to print and went with them with compensation plan, with the product overviews, triplex, frequently asked questions, so I could give everything to them. They could take it home and they could read it. These are important things to do. Testimonies are very powerful. If you want to ultimately do more in your business, yes, share testimonies. But now dig deeper. Why did that testimony hit home to you? What products did they take, and what are the products doing? If you don't know what aloe does, you don't know what activated charcoal does, go to Google, type in activated charcoal, and start reading about it. It's time to do more than just know what Plexus tells us. What does science tell us? What is the why behind it? A lot of people are sold on a testimony, but a lot of people want to know why. And prime example, I didn't know what a thermogenic was until I started this business. I had to type into Google, what is a thermogenic? And I had to know it's heat activated, it raises your metabolism, it's going to cause increased maybe heart rate, speed up things, suppress appetite, burn weight. I didn't know those things by just going to plexus.com and looking at products. I had to specifically type in a keyword, and now thermogenic's in my file cabinet in my brain. Someone can say it and I can spit out things. You should be able, when you're digging deeper, be prepared to speak more detail about a product or what something can do for someone else. Following up and keep talking. This is a super big one. You hear this all the time from us. Treat it like a hobby. You'll get paid like a hobby. Treat it like a business. You'll get paid like a business. The day that I started sitting down at my kitchen table, scheduling things, calling people, checking up, started getting paid like a business, y'all. The day that I stopped just posting once and twice a day, it was no longer a hobby. When I devoted more into my personal growth and knowledge, I started getting paid like a business. I started becoming more successful. And I'm just at these beginning phases. Look at all these people ahead of us. I know that they didn't just post on Facebook to get to where they are. They dug deeper. So there's much more behind the scenes that a Plexus successful ambassador does, a successful keyword does for their business besides Facebook posting. Find a follow-up plan and stick to it. Never stop sharing and talking about Plexus. There shouldn't be one day that goes by that you don't talk about Plexus verbally, you don't share about Plexus socially on social media, and you don't read about Plexus, and you don't watch about Plexus. You should do something Plexus related every single day. That should be an initiative. If you want to dig deep. Now, if you're a newbie ambassador right now, I know you're probably like this. I got to stop my life. No. This call is geared to, are you ready to do more? Do you want to get paid like a gold ambassador, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, and diamond? And for myself, that answer is heck yes. Jack, my dog's over here barking. So I'm going to do everything I'm going to do. And if I keep doing the same thing I'm doing, I'm going to get the same results. This month, I've got to do more than I did last month because I want more results. I'm digging deeper every single month. If you're you are your number one support system. And I know that sounds kind of wacko, but here's the deal. Right now, you're being very different. You're doing things different than people. If you aren't positive into yourself, who's going to be? Okay, who's going to be? Right now, your husband may be a skeptic, your mom, your sister, your friends, your coworkers. You've got to be your best support system. And you've got to wake up every day and say, I'm going to do this. I'm holding myself accountable. I don't care about the negative. I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to find a way. Ultimately, too, y'all know me. Give him the glory. You've been called to do this, and I 100% believe this from the bottom of my heart. You would not be in this business if you were not called to do so. So at the bottom, God is calling you and equipping you and preparing you according to His purpose. That's pretty powerful to me. His purpose. It's going to come in his time. So you may be doing all of these things and go, but I'm not getting results. I'm not getting results. Well, then it's time to evaluate where you are. Hush. And it's time, hush, time to evaluate where you are. It's time to see where you can dig a little bit deeper. It's time to pour in a little bit more. So for me, I love this little graphic out to the side. Okay. First, your belief has to be bigger than all. That's right. Bigger than all in this business. Okay. He is greater, but then your belief has to be bigger in this business. All right. Be the kind of leader you want to follow. When I gear to leaders, I flock to people like Timmy Yancey. If you have not watched her, look at her. I flock to people like Emily Roberts. I flock to people like Lori Harrison. I want to be something like them. I've got to do more. I want to be a leader that somebody would want to follow. Okay. Nobody's going to want to follow somebody who's not motivating, who's not self-motivated. And that leads me into to be self-sufficient. Now, I'm not saying don't ask for help. Yes, ask for help when needed, but you can't teach this to somebody. You can't teach somebody to be self-driven and to just go and dig and do. If you want an answer, you search every resource you know, from team pages, YouTube, Plexus back office, resources, product overviews, Plexus power tools. Then, still need help? Contact your upline. Contact your team. Guess what? It's going to mean a lot more when it sticks in your head because you found the answer. I deal with this every day with little kids. If I just give them the answer, it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick. When they are forced to find the answer, you bet your sweet bippy they're going to remember it. Accountability on your products and in your business. You're a product of a product. You hear that all the time. You can't expect this business to work if you're not taking our products consistently and knowing what they're doing for you and for others. Now, my favorite one, and I hope that I can only be, an example for y'all. Lead by example. It's my absolute favorite. I would never ask my team to do something that I wasn't willing to do nor already have done. If I want my ambassadors to post, I need to be posting. If I want my ambassadors to do videos, I need to be doing videos. If I want my ambassadors to research product, I need to be researching product. If I wanted my ambassadors to praise their team and say, way to go, girl, 500 PV, I need to be doing that. I need to be leading by example. If I want my ambassadors to listen to certain training calls, I better tune into that training call so I know what it's about when they come back at me for a question and then I'm growing myself also. Okay? It's my favorite one. If you're a silver ambassador right now, senior ambassador, have one ambassador under you, you are a leader. What are you doing to separate yourself as a leader for your team? Okay? If they see that all that you're doing is getting answers from somebody else and following and copying, pasting everybody else, they're going to do that too. And they're never going to grow separately unless they're self-driven, and hopefully they are. Praise yourself. I honestly think I'm my biggest praiser. I am. I wake up and I'm like, woo, Jill, we got this. What are we doing today? Who are we talking to? I get into my car. People I need one of those little cash cab looking cams on me. Talk to myself. Today's going to be a great day. I'm going to talk to this person. This is what I'm going to say. I practice sometimes talking before I even get to a place. I say, you know what, girl? I'm really proud of you. You just spoke to that girl in Ulta. You didn't even know her. Praise yourself, y'all. Pour into your teams. This is a big one. Now, I'm not saying you have 7 ambassadors and all 7 of them you've got to devote 100% of your time. No. You pour into the top 10%. Your top 10 are the ones that are working in. Now, under me, I've got 330 ambassadors. Are all 330 of them working this business? No, they're not. We've got a big chunk of them who are just here for a discount. We've got a big chunk of them that want nothing to do with this business. So do I need to pour into them and send them training videos? No, I don't. I need to ask my ambassadors, what do you want out of this business? And they say, I want to go silver, gold. I want to go the top. I want money. I know what I need to do. Be open and honest with them. Be verbal with them, okay? Open communication here. You can't make somebody want this. You either want it or you don't. So you can't say, go girl, go share, go post, go post. Why are they going to post if all they want is a discount, okay? If they want it, they're going to want it. We cannot necessarily teach being self-driven. You either have it or you're not. So lastly, you're a leader. Again, with 1 ambassador, 5 ambassadors, 20 ambassadors, you are a leader. When will you separate yourself to be one? Okay, so I'm not telling you right now today you need to go do what all I do. because I didn't at silver, I didn't at gold, I didn't at, senior gold. I've gradually gotten there. When are you going to separate yourself to prove that you are a leader? A lot of you on this call that I see are very knowledgeable. When are you going to do your own little team call? When are you going to do your own little team training? When are you going to do your own little three-way message? When are you going to do something like that? Okay. When are you going to do something on YouTube for them? When are you going to separate yourself as a leader? When are you going to start a team page? Okay. When are you going to do things like that? It's really easy in the beginning to use your uplines as a crutch and do it. But one day you've got to say, you know what? I'm a leader and I'm going to pour into my team. I'm going to separate myself because I've got to do what's best for me and my team. Sometimes how Lauren runs all of her team and Kelsey runs her team is not the way that I run my, that works for me. I've got to gear to my people. What do we focus on? What do we need? What kind of calls do we need? That's what made me want to do this one today. We've got a lot of you that are very successful in commissions and compensations and in products and sales, but what can we do more? So if you've got 3 ambassadors right now, maybe Sally's on it for discount, Susie's on it because she wants money, and Sarah's on it because she kind of wants both. She's still unsure yet. Okay. We need to back up off her over here. We need to pour into her right here, and we need to check up and hear her more frequently and build her belief because she might just be very much of a skeptic right now. Okay. So you see where I'm going with that. You got to back up on some. There's some that I don't check in with enough anymore because I know that they don't want it. Now, have they told me that? No. But if they've gone 3 weeks without making a post, I'm going to back up. Now, I'm here for my team. I'm ultimately here for my team, but I can't make somebody do that stuff. I can't make you post. I can't make you work your business. You either want to work this business or you don't want to work this business. And the best thing that I can do as an upline ambassador and that you can do as an upline ambassador is lead by example. Lead by example. Pour into your team that wants it. Train the ones that are there. And that's a kicker. Train them. Now, it's nice for your uplines to do trainings, and we're always here. But guess what? You're qualified. You're qualified. You know something really well about this business. And if the only thing you know about is triplex, get your 3 ambassadors on a call and teach them about triplex. Why not? Why not? Who says you can't? If the only thing you know is about how we get commission, you do a quick 30-minute call about commission. Guess what? You're going to build your belief onto your team. Your team's going to become more knowledgeable. They're going to know now, reciprocated, reciprocated, reciprocated. You see what we're doing here? We're constantly growing each other to grow each other. So that's why I always say love your level 1s. I've got level 2s that I love them. I love them. But I leave my level 1s to pour into those. I'm going to pour into my level 1. So hopefully I do a good job and they turn around and pour into their level 1s, and they turn around and pour into their level 1s, and so on. And we've got a chain reaction here, and we build growth, and we build residual income, and we build wealth, and we have a life out of this. That's what you ultimately want out of this. So I hope tonight you learned something. I hope you maybe made a game plan of what you could do a little bit differently. I'm not going to say better. I'm going to say differently, because everything you're doing now is good. You're on this call. You're on these team pages. You're posting. You're here. You've done the right things. Now, what can you tweak for you and your business to turn around and make it a little bit better? I'm a Senior Ruby ambassador, and I'm not stopping here. This month, being Senior Ruby, I've got to do more than I did at Ruby. Okay, my goal's different. At Ruby, I did more than I did at Senior Gold. My goal was different. I did more than that at Gold, more. You're constantly building on. Your next goal only gets bigger. How are you going to make it bigger? So what are you going to do? So I'm going to open it up for a few questions. If anybody has questions, if you want to pick my brain, if you want to, ask me maybe about a day in Jill life as an ambassador, something all unmuted right now. If anybody wants to go ahead and start chatting, you are more than welcome to. No?
It's Kelsey. I just want to say you did a great job.
Oh, thank you, Fran. You're always such a good support.
Yeah, the 3 minutes that I caught were really good too.
Oh, thanks. You're always such a good support also. I appreciate y'all. If anybody has any questions, you can ask me anything. I'm pretty not an embarrassed person. If you're struggling with maybe how to sit down and make a game plan, maybe you're struggling with talking in public, Maybe you're struggling with motivating your team. When do I start a team contest? When do I start a team page? You can ask anything here. I mean, we've got a lot of ambassadors on the call, and I know they would share your opinion. So now's a really good time to pour into that. We've got a little one-on-one small group going on, and those are your best learning times. They really are. So I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds. If not, I'm going to hang up on y'all, and I'm going to bed. Somebody's laughing at me.
I think it's Kelsey.
Oh, Lord, help her.
Hey, I have kind of a mock question. How about that?
Perfect.
So how do you know, maybe you already said this because I only heard 3 minutes of the call, but how do you know
Watch the recording now.
What?
I said, watch the recording. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. How do you know when someone needs you? Like what signs do you look for to go, oh gosh, that girl, like she wants it, she needs help. Like I need to support her. Like, are there things that you look out for?
I do. I really do. Y'all may not find this. You may think I'm a little bit crazy on this one. I've got 330 of you, and I stalk you like crazy. I'm your biggest peeping Tom, and I know that sounds crazy, but I do. And I'm looking at your posts, and I'm seeing if I can help at any point in time of that, or I'm looking at, I talked to her 3 days ago and she wants this, but she hasn't said anything about Plexus in 3 days. So I may say, hey girl, how's it going? How's the products? Are you still on them? Because maybe she fell off her product train. Also too, when my verbal ones on pages and group threads kind of start being quiet, I know that maybe life's taken a toll, and I ultimately want my team to know that I'm here for them. One of my sweet ambassadors last week, she's got something going on in her life with a relationship, and I ultimately care about her. If she decides to drop off the face of the world with Plexus of what goes on right now, she can. But I want her to know that I'm there for her as a team, as a friend. So I'm going to check in with her about her personal life also, and hopefully that might gear to them like, okay, this girl does care about me, something like that. Or maybe I see like PV. I stalk y'all on PV all the time because I get to see everybody. Like, woo, last month you had 1,000 and this month you've got 100. That might tell me you're struggling there. So I might be able to contact somebody like that. And ultimately, again, I've said it, I can't make you want this. I can't make anybody want this, but I'm going to pour into them and open the window, open the door, and let them know I'm available for you. And I do like to use other people. Ultimately, I use Allie sometimes a lot. And I've used, Kelsey, I've used other people to say, hey, I've got a friend, you know her or whatever, and I think that she could really relate to you. So sometimes I gear other people to other people because I think we can learn from anyone besides just me on here. And I want to, speak that into y'all. If there's somebody on the page that you feel like you connect with, form a friendship with them. They can be an accountability partner for you.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if anybody else has any questions, if not, I'll let y'all get to sleeping. I think we got less than like a minute before it cuts it off anyways. All right. Well, if y'all need me, you know where to find me. I hope this call was beneficial to you. We're going to try to do a lot more calls that are more programmed to ambassadors that are more knowledgeable and have been around for a little bit while and are not considered as a newbie. We're going to try to gear to y'all. So if you have a need that you think that is going to help you, get with me, Allie, or Kelsey. We would love to, get topics from y'all. What do you feel like maybe we're lacking in as leaders? What do you feel like you need more help in or guidance? And we'd love to do a weekly call on that. And also too, we're going to be having other people join in our calls. So that's going to be really exciting next week. Allie and I are already programming. We've got 2 girls that are going to share, and you're going to get to learn from other people besides me, because I know my voice gets kind of like, wah, 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 wah. I know you're tired of hearing from me, so you're probably going to hear from some other people. So that's exciting. Yay. All right. Well, I love you all very much. I hope you have a fabulous night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. God bless. I'll see y'all later.